Hi, my name is Sharon Kavulani.
Hello everyone, and I am Muteyo, Barlin Lukalishi.
Guess who we have here today? We are with one of Kenya's most eminent and conservationist and scientist, Dr. Winnie Kiiru.
Yes, we are here with Dr. Kiiru, who will be talking to us about her life's work with elephants and how she strives to protect the environment. How are you, Dr. Kiiru?
I'm very well, Sharon and Muteyo.
So you are very welcome. Feel free, and we all hope to learn and enjoy. So my audience and my colleague right here would love to know who is Dr. Kiiru.
Right. So Dr. Winnie Kiiru is a Kenyan. I was born and brought up in central Kenya. I am a mother of 2 boys. They are 30 and 25. I'm a wildlife biologist. I spent most of my life, working life, studying and protecting and advocating for the protection of elephants. I love all other animals, but elephants are my favorite.
So, onto our first question. How did you become a biologist and a zoologist? Because, okay, for I personally, I was really scared of biology because I found it, I found it quite hard. You know, zoology is also a branch in biology. So many girls were really having problems on learning these specifically branch. So how did you become a biologist?
What I liked about biology is because you learned things in class and then you went to the lab and you saw them and you tried to do them. If you learned about germination, then you went and you grew your own seed and then you watched it germinate. And I thought it was really fascinating. So I became a biologist and I went to Kenyatta University. And the truth is, it was fine. Again, I spent a lot of time in the lab with them. You know, we had a wonderful teacher of botany. We had wonderful zoology teachers who would bring all the specimens to the lab. So for me, because I'm visual and I like to see things and to touch them, I didn't really like the classes where I just had to sit and listen. But I like classes where I can go and touch things and be outside. And so biology and zoology were perfect for me. And then one day I was reading the paper and I saw an advertisement from Kenya Wildlife Service looking for assistant research scientists. But I tell you, when I got my letter to go for the interview and I went to the Kenya Wildlife Service headquarters and there was a national park just behind and the animals just there, I knew this is it.
Why are girls and women well suited to this work?
So there was a time when girls and women were not encouraged to take courses, especially that meant that you would have to spend a lot of time away from home, a lot of time in the outdoors. The feeling that it's dangerous out there, that if a dangerous animal came out of the bush, you wouldn't know where to run. You know, all these things were told to girls and women. But you know what? When I'm out there in the working with the communities, the people who go out to fetch firewood, to go out to fetch water, is girls and women. And they pass through the fields where there are elephants, where there are lions, where there's every day. And they walk back safe to their home. They know how to navigate the bush. So nobody tells girls and women, don't go out to fetch firewood, it's dangerous.
Yeah, true.
Is it more dangerous than carrying your firewood on your back?
I can really tell that you really love elephants. You really love these animals.
Yes.
So what's so special about elephants? Like, why do you love elephants so much? Yeah.
For me, my love for elephants comes from the knowledge that I gained and the understanding of their behavior. one of the things that fascinates me about them is their family bonds. You know, if you see a group of elephants, they will be led by the eldest female. We call them matriarchal societies, but it is females that lead the herds. The female will always stick together with their core group. The nuclear group will be the matriarch and her sisters and their babies. However, if during times of plenty, when there's a lot of rain and there's a lot of water and grazing, you can find a group of even 300 elephants together. And often when you look at them closely, you can see they are related somehow. Now, I'll tell you what we observed in Amboseli National Park last year. Last year in Amboseli, we had a baby boom. And then we noticed that there is a relationship between drought cycles and this birth cycle. So what happens is that during drought, during those hard times, elephants stop cycling. They stop coming into season, so they don't mate. So you can have a year where you have 20 calves born because it's so dry, there's no food. And then as soon as the season changes, many elephants come into season. So the elephants are going out to look for water and food in places where it's not there. Yeah, because the drought cycles are such that they are too close, too close. And so the effect of climate change is that while elephants are still responding to seasons of plenty by getting lots of babies, the seasons of drought are coming too soon, too soon before these babies are old enough to survive, okay? Of course, don't forget that people are also present in these places where you find elephants, yeah? People are also trying to survive the challenges of the changing climate, okay? So what do they do during the drought? People will probably try and open up more areas for farmland, even if the crops are not growing very well. So you create more farms so that hoping you'll get some food. But these areas that are converted to agriculture will not convert into grasslands again.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So those places are lost to elephants. Also going to farm near springs and rivers, just in the hope that you can use that water to irrigate your crop, means that you destroy those very important dry season refuges that elephants need to be able to move from place to place. They can't move for too long before they get water. So the challenge of changing climate affects both the wildlife and the people. They're all trying to survive, but they're trying to survive under very, very difficult circumstances.
Oh, we got a little bit emotional. Wow, what if these elephants are human beings?
You see, before we biologists even studied the elephants, the Maasai lived with them. The Maasai have observed them doing all these things we are writing about. It's part of their indigenous knowledge. They know. So as they create their stories, they're creating the stories from observations. They observe the very close bond between the females and their babies. If you're a Maasai woman and you're out looking for firewood and you meet an elephant with a baby, you drop that firewood and run for your life.
Yes.
You
Very
don't
fast.
cross an elephant mama with a baby. So even they are very protective of their baby. So they know, you see. So they have observed over the years, these things that we are talking about and sounding really clever, they already knew them. All the things we are talking about are very well observed by communities that live closely with the wildlife. And for us to appreciate that African people have long historical ties with wildlife, and they see seasons change and they see the way wildlife behaves, and they know a lot. And every time you go into a community and you want to study the wildlife that's around them, it is a real mission not to engage them, to start to know what they know and what changes they are observing, because they already have more information and you can never find in a book.
Yeah,
That was like You just made me feel like I love Africanacity, like Africans. Oh my God.
Lastly, Dr. Kiiru, what can we do as individuals to help Kenya's elephant population?
What can you do?
Mhm.
You cannot love what you don't know.
Yes.
Okay? So
Yes.
the first thing you need to do is to educate yourself. Educate yourself. Know and understand so that you can love. Okay? What we need to do is to learn, love, infect as many people with that knowledge and that passion, so that regardless of where they are and what decisions they are making, if they encounter information that can help elephants, they use it.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Winnie, for your time. It's such an honor having an interview with you. God bless you. God bless the work of your hands.
Yes.
And we hope to meet you soon